Okay guys, so this is Green-Mopeds from London. We're just trying to clear up this confusion that seems to be popping up right now about the two cables that sometimes are appearing in the battery compartment and what that's all about, because some people seem to be getting their bikes with two cables in the battery compartment, which in actual fact isn't what should be happening. So we're just going to show you the bits and as how the bike comes, and then what you do to fix it if you are in this situation. So this is a TSX, it's still in its container, as you can see, and what happens is the charger and its plug are sort of left dangling, and the reason for that is that when the bike's in transit or when it's been sitting in the warehouse for a long time, they still want to charge the battery to keep it topped up. So as you can see, when the bike comes, the battery lead is going into the external port there, and just for convenience, and this happens on other bikes too, NIU leave gaps in their boxes for this to happen as well. It enables them to just plug the battery charger in and top up the battery. But what we're going to show you next is what's actually around under the seat and in the battery compartment. Okay, so we'll be back in a minute. Right, so we've broken out of the box. As you can see, just so you know, it's got a 10 amp charger, this TSX, so it is one of the latest ones. If you don't have that, you'll probably have a 4.5 amp charger, which has got SAMs on it rather than a Super Soco. Anyway, so here you can see that the charging lead from the battery charger is in the socket. We don't actually need that, obviously. So we come around to this side of the bike, and if we open up the lid, so this is all your stuff that you get, spare key, just out of interest, this is a rear strap that you put or can attach to the bike to give someone to hold on to if you have a second person on the bike. Okay, so that's that. Here you can see what we're now getting at. So here's your mirrors, and there's your foot pegs that are attached. Here you can see a black lead going to the battery. Okay, if we now turn the opposite way, take off the seat, you will now see here that you've got two leads. So you've got one here that goes to the top of the battery. That is the transport cable. That is the bit that we do not need anymore, and your bike shouldn't come with it. And all we're going to do is swap that connection for that connection and then unfeed this. That's all you have to do, and as I said, that should have been done. Alright, so I'll show you what happens after that. Okay, so we've disconnected the good stuff, and this is the stuff that we're getting rid of here. Okay, so it's literally a case of taking this out. It might be, in some cases, easier to take the battery out, but obviously we're trying to do this with one hand. Okay, so that's that. Okay, you don't need it, you can just chuck it away. Right, and now all you do is connect these up. I doubt I'm going to be able to do this one-handed, but I'll show you then the sort of end result, which is probably self-explanatory, but basically you'll reconnect these up, cable tie it back down, and then that's it. Okay, so this is the end result. Basically I've swapped the two lead tops over and then pulled out the transport cable, and what we've now ultimately got is the fact that this charging lead is now connected to this port. So in other words, if you don't do this process, you'll find yourself wondering why the port doesn't work, and it will only work if you swap the second lead, the transport cable, onto the battery. Okay, so bottom line is, when you get your bike, you should take off your seat and check that this is done. If it hasn't been done, then basically your PDI hasn't been done completely. Alright, so I hope that was useful. Any questions, please feel free to contact us. Thanks very much.